Hi, this is Lance. Welcome to this video synopsis for Chapter 4, titled The Grand Dame. Up to now in the previous chapter has been talking about my male ancestors. Well, now in this chapter I'm going to introduce the fairer sex, start talking about my female ancestors. And this one is about my grandmother on my paternal side, Theodore Viola Wood Edwards Safford. And there's a picture of her right here. That is, actually this photo is in the book. This is the original one. It's a picture of her. I knew her as Nana in the Florida scrub with a shotgun hitched to her hip. Classic portrait of this classic lady of old Florida. And in the book I talk about all the different personas of her. She was a fascinating woman, and she did fabulous things in Lakeland. She was a force to be reckoned with in Lakeland, Florida. And this is back before women's liberation. Those times she was just a force, and she was married to my grandfather, Tillis Edwards, who I spoke about in Chapter 2, and together I think you would call them the original power couple, because they were a force to be reckoned with. Nana's the one that introduced me to the beach. We talk about other barrier islands, Anna Maria Island, which is north of here. She introduced me to red tide, which is going to be a theme of Chapter 10, the final chapter. And she also is the one that started teaching me the code, which I'm going to talk about in Chapter 9, particularly respect for the land. She was very much in tune with nature. She was in rhythm with everything going on. And part of that was she was also a national floral judge, a master floral judge. She would travel literally internationally. When she went to Colombia to judge floral arrangements, she went all over Florida doing this, she went all over the United States doing this. She could look at a floral arrangement and see the meanings of life in it. Very, very deep thinking woman, just an amazing, amazing woman. Matter of fact, I'm shooting this scene. This is in front of our home. This is our home on Palm Island in Old Florida. And you can see all the landscaping that Kim and I had put in here. And this reminds me of this great woman, my Nana. And because she loved this type of floral arrangement. She was not able to see it. She passed away at age 95 just a few years ago, before I even had this house. She could have been around here to see it. I know she would have loved it. She loved everything about old Florida, and she would have said, "Son, that's as it should be."